Joining us, but we are here today. Trump's zero-tolerance policy is child abuse. The president's policy calls for the prosecution of anyone entering the United States without proper documentation, even if they are fleeing violence or other life-threatening situations in their home country. And because of this policy, the Trump administration is detaining children as young as 1 year old, separating them from their parents, holding them in detention centers and on military bases. President Trump is interested in building tent cities to house as many as 1,000 to 1,500 separated children. The President of the United States is seriously talking about constructing internment camps for children. It is beyond the pale. President Trump has tried to shift the blame to Democrats for his appalling policy, but it was his Attorney General, Jeff Sessions, who released this zero-tolerance policy with the backing from the White House. This was not occurring previously. President Trump could stop it all now, but no, he wants to politicize the issue, blame others for his own cruel policy as parents and children wait, weep, and wonder.
Good morning. Thank you, Rosa, for bringing us all. In May, a Honduran man took his own life while detained in Texas after being separated from his children. And we are hearing from medical professionals about the trauma this policy inflicts on our children. How can any government official, from the president to the attorney general on down, consider themselves a loving parent and also support this kind of policy? How can any of us consider our society moral if we let this to continue?
We have to do absolutely everything we can to change this policy of family separation and to change the policy of saying no more asylum in our country for people who face domestic abuse or gang violence. I just again ask, who are we as a country? It is being redefined. The United States of America is being redefined in a way that most of us don't even recognize. Our values are at stake. The soul of America is at stake. And if there is any example to prove that, it is this issue right now. We are not giving up.
It's important to note that we are not talking about gang members or those who want to do our country harm. We are talking about children. Yet Attorney General Sessions' policy unconscionably separates children from their mothers. Congresswoman Rosa DeLauro's resolution highlights how tearing away children from their parents inflicts inhumane trauma that is nothing short of child abuse.